What's up, everyone? It's your host, Xavier Smith, for another episode for the Pay Attention Podcast. We are here today with a fitness trainer, an advocate, an enthusiast. He's a husband, he's a dad, and he's also a black business owner. Yes, sir.
Along with being a mentor.
Mentor, fitness trainer, and mentor as well, Mr. Tony. So we're excited to have you, Mr. Tony. We're in your establishment of Mocity Fitness, a Houston brand for people to get out of their comfort zone, to challenge themselves, not only physically, but mentally as well. So we're going to dive into your business, who you are. But first, can you give them a little information about who you are and where they can follow you at on social media?
Yeah, my name is Tony Jones. I'm a fitness trainer here at Mocity Fitness. We're located in Stafford, 445 Murphy Road, Suite 600. You can follow us on IG or Facebook at Mocity Fitness and Sports.
Lit. Okay, perfect. So Mocity Fitness and Sports, we're about to dive into the Pay Attention interview. Make sure you guys like this channel, share this channel, subscribe to this channel as we talk about more black brands, influencers, and of course, movements that you could be a part of in your community. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. So my first question, Mr. Tony, right? Where are you from originally and what environment were you exposed to as a kid?
Well, I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
Underserved community. We call the hood. Predominantly, it's about 300,000 or 400,000 in population.
Okay.
I would say medium income there was about 30 to 40,000
a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was growing up.
So a very small city. When 304,000 is kind of big, but smaller to your Houston, your New York, your LA. Absolutely. Okay. So in that environment as a kid, what were some of the biggest things you overcame as a young person in that type of society?
I think the biggest thing I overcame was not joining the gang.
Okay.
The game was very, very popular and prevalent there. So I think I would say that definitely was probably the biggest hurdle that I had to overcome.
Okay.
Being in that the black community.
And that's more so of just from being around a lot of those people that were more so trying to influence you or in that process were influenced by those as well.
Yes, these were people that we grew up with, used to spend the night with. So it becomes a little challenging, the peer pressure get to a lot of people. But
okay.
I never allowed it to get to me.
Okay, so when you were in that defense of my energy, I'm gonna move a little differently, not because I don't love y'all, I don't want to mess with y'all, but I just think of a different way of myself.
Right.
What were some hobbies that you focused on to kind of get away from that?
Well, I was really big in sports.
Okay.
So I played football and basketball.
Okay.
Growing up, so it kept me away from that. And it was just something I just didn't want to do. It just wasn't even something I would even entertain.
Okay.
Because I knew short term, even long term, it was the end result wasn't going to be positive.
Okay. Okay. Well, basketball, football. Which one was your favorite? Which one?
Football.
Okay, cool. What you play?
Safety.
Safety. Okay. Oh, you was on that island.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so you play football. Did you take your football skills to another level, as in high school, collegiate? What was that route for you like?
No, not really. I played a little bit afterwards, but then afterwards, I just made some bad decisions. So that's how I got into training. So some of the decisions I made, I won't allow the next generation to make.
Okay, cool. So using this as a way to kind of reach out to that audience before they get there.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Okay, so what are some key traits that you feel make you unique as a person, as a trainer, as a husband, as you?
I think the most important trait probably would be you got to care.
Okay.
And also you have to be passionate about what you do. So anything that you're passionate about is not considered work.
Okay.
And when you could do something that's not considered work, you don't have a problem getting up every day doing it. Okay. Now you're consistent. Okay. And that's where the progress and success comes from.
Okay, so that's one. Okay, Karen, what's another trait of yours?
I think persistence.
Okay.
Plays a big part. I'm very determined. Okay. Like I just don't believe in failing. If it don't work out the first time, I'm not gonna quit.
Okay. Okay, you gonna go.
I'm gonna go into it.
There is no is not an option.
It's not an option.
Okay. Okay, cool. So with no not being an option, when did you make the change to being an entrepreneur and start your own brand?
I started when I was about 25.
Okay.
I just decided that I didn't want to work for anybody because I sucked at being an employee.
Wow. Okay. That's a tough
one. I knew if I didn't do well as an employee, what was my other option? I had to be self-employed, become an entrepreneur.
Okay. So when you talk about being an entrepreneur, starting your own brand, what are some challenges you saw in yourself growing as an entrepreneur?
Well, I didn't really see any challenges in myself, but when you're starting something, you do need the support. Now the support is not always there,
Okay.
so it's something you got to work on. You have to be creative,
Okay.
and like I said, you got to be consistent, because eventually they'll come around.
Okay.
But the biggest part is not having the support that you really want, because when you take on something, you just automatically think your family and friends going to jump right into it. They're going to be just as happy or excited
Right.
about it as you, but it's not.
Not all the case. Not
never
all
the
the
ca-
time.
no, it's
exactly.
never the case.
You're right. You're right. Okay, that's with this YouTube channel. Okay, I got you. Saying we're starting a business.
Right.
Okay, so we about to dive into Mocity Fitness. But my next question is, so before we dive into the brand of being a trainer, being a mentor, being a fitness enthusiast and an advocate for lifestyle, health and wellness industry, how does physical health tie into all of the aspects of life to you?
I look at physical health as I think it's I would say a wealthy mindset.
Okay.
You don't always have to have a whole lot of money to be wealthy. But if your mindset is of wealth, then you live like that. I don't have to have the best of everything, but if I live good, I feel good. And then you carry and you walk different.
Okay. So you've seen health as a role kind of influence, your health and wellness journey has kind of influenced you in every area to grow into a wealthier person.
It just,
Not financially, but in spirit and in your interior, like who you are as a person became more rich.
yeah.
I got you.
And then it becomes contagious.
So now because you focused on yourself, let's talk about that. So when you choose to become a better version of yourself, how your success is attached to other people becoming better versions of them. So how did that kind of come into realization?
I think we live in a world that is a copycat. They always say 99% of the world follow the 1%. So I had to make a decision. Do I want to be 99% or do I want to be the 1%?
Okay.
So I chose to be the 1%.
Okay, and just like that, we are now talking about Mocity Fitness. So if you guys do not know, Mocity Fitness is a eccentric place. I like to say, I tell people when I come here, you can come do boxing, you can come do CrossFit, but you also have the free weights, you also have the saunas, you also have the massages, you have the food for people to come get protein while they're working out, after they work out, even the protein shakes to drink. So it's more of a hub for the health and wellness, So why do you feel that helping people achieve their fitness goals are part of your purpose? Because that's a heavy burden for someone to say, I trust my goals, my life, my physical well-being with you. And you're not a doctor. So what is that like?
Well, when they come in, they're not thinking like that. You have to prove yourself to be like that. Then they will follow you. And once you show them, then they'll do whatever you ask them to do.
Okay.
I don't think they come in with the mindset, I'm going to trust him with my health. I'm going to give you a shot is how they come in.
Okay.
I'll give you a shot.
Okay.
Now it's my job to prove to you what you were doubting.
Okay.
So I had to get you to live a certain way that you wouldn't do on your own. I had to get you to do things that you wouldn't do on your own. I had to lead you places you wouldn't go on your own. Because if I don't, then you don't need me.
Right, okay. What's one of the biggest things you see people have a struggle with when it comes to adapting to that new lifestyle that they say they want?
I think a lot of it's fear and most of it is doubt.
Okay.
Because they don't believe. If you start somewhere, then you go somewhere in terms of a physical change.